A few thoughts before I commence with my day's activities, especially after engaging with the budget that was shared in South Africa. Sometimes in this life, we perish because of limited knowledge or wrong knowledge or good knowledge and all other things. So I want to just drop my thoughts which are applicable to me, and then if it matters to you, you can keep it and share it with other people. Sometimes when you hear the word budget, it's like hearing that there's a roadblock on the road, on the highway. You may start to behave differently and do a lot of other things. But in essence, when you hear the word budget, you must just be excited that they are speaking about your lifestyle. The word budget must be a synonym of personal lifestyle. Whenever you hear the word budget, you must start to say, my personal lifestyle is about to be discussed, because a budget is about a human being and how that human being interacts with the economy of their nation and the economy of the world. When you want to enjoy the meaning of budget, you must begin to say, what kind of role do I play in the bigger economic scheme of things? What value am I adding on earth by being alive? Don't start from the angle of saying, oh, I'm not employed, hey, I'm poor, hey, I was born like... No. Start from a simple thing. I am alive and I am facing life. What role am I playing? What position do I have in the economic scheme of things? Am I using income, or am I generating income and using it? Are you a receiver of income and use it, or are you generating income and use it? The budget must provoke you to start to think like that. Because if you are receiving income and using it, the question is, from whom are you receiving this income and how sustainable it is? For how long will you be receiving income from such a source? These questions must be asked by yourself. When you live a life without answering questions that are characterizing your life, you are just keeping possibilities of disappointment in your house and in your home and in your life. You are keeping rejection possibilities, stress possibilities, worry possibilities, and even suicide possibilities in your life. When you live a life without allowing yourself to be self-engaged on serious issues, you will have a problem. Sometimes you must have crucial conversations where you're asking yourself difficult questions and seek answers and be challenged by those kind of answers. So same applies to budget. For me, budget speeches and budgets in nations, especially when it is about government, is not the text that constitutes the speech. It's the meaning that the budget must have on everyone who is a human being. Starting from kids who are going to school. A minute a child starts to go to school, that child must be exposed to the meaning of budget, because they are already a consumer. When you give your child pocket money, it's a salary. That child starts to have what is called a T account. They've got a debit side and a credit side. When you give them money, whatever money you are giving them, three things are happening at once. Number one is that they develop a spirit of receiving, and they now step into a world of spending. But at the bottom of the two, they now have a character of expectation. They look forward to the following day because they know you will give them something. If you are a giver of money to your child, also become a teacher of economics and accounting to that child, so that they are able to know, oh, this is how you generate finances. Giving without telling sometimes is ushering the receiver into an imaginary world that can destroy them. Because a person will keep on giving reports. Yeah, when I was growing up, things were easy. My mother or my father used to give me money and whatever. But you never taught this recipient where the money was coming from and what kind of input are you putting for you to get the money. Share with them the context. Indicate to them where you're getting that money and through what means are you getting that money. By doing that, you are creating a responsible and an accountable vessel. Let your child understand that you don't have a mine inside your bedroom, a reserve bank inside your living room, a South African mint where they are processing and making notes inside your kitchen. Let your child be aware of this kind of thing. You tell a person that before you get, these are the kind of things you lose. These are the kind of things you contribute. You contribute half sleep. Many people who are generating money and make the budget come right, they don't sleep like some of the users of the money. They sleep very brief hours in the 24 hours of the day. So you must explain to your child, when you see me sitting with my light on in the room throughout, I'm busy studying, I'm busy writing reports, I'm busy submitting things, I'm meeting due dates. Some people call them deadlines. It's due dates. If there were deadline, many of you could have died. So let your child know that it's not just a magic wand where you wake up in the morning, you generate money and you give it to them. When you do that, you are creating a minister of finance of note out of your child. When they grow up, when they participate in corporate world and in government, they will not arrive in a meeting and when we say we're talking about budget, they become a statue. They get paralyzed. They don't know what to engage and what to say. No, they will be excited to say, what is the bottom line and what is the income source? What are the expenditure lines? What are the investment profiles? What are the shares? What is it that can become our benefits out of these processes? If you don't explain, they will be met by concepts like GDP. Then they are so much confused because they think it's a Gauteng province mixed with destruction. They don't understand that this thing means gross domestic product. Same applies. If you are working, don't just celebrate your salary. Hey, I'm earning this amount of money. Sometimes you must look back and say, but why do I just deserve this amount? What contribution am I making in my institution or company or organization to deserve this amount? If you don't do that, you will fight with value-added tax because to you, everything is a problem. Even when this thing is supposed to be benefiting you, you are afraid that you are going to lose more. You know why? Because the position within which you find yourself in the bigger scheme of things when it comes to accounting is an awkward position. So please, let's celebrate life by engaging with this kind of concepts. The same way that sometimes we excel on discussing soccer scores and the league, we need to substitute that with engagement on accounting and economics. To say, why do you enjoy this kind of steak? Why do you always spend time on chisanyama? What kind of budget do you need to spend this kind of inordinate time at chisanyama? Why are you always the last person to leave the pub? What expenditure does this late leaving of the pub leave you with? Because the budget speech delivered in Parliament on its finer detail is influenced by your behavior and mine. The kind of behavior that we don't quantify sometimes influences what becomes the macro stance of a national government. So today I just want to encourage you, please enroll into the following. Live within your means. If you've never done that before, be humble enough to buy an ice cream today to keep your mouth speaking less and keep your mind acting more. Engage your means, understand your means, and answer a question. Am I living within your means or I'm living outside my means? If you are living outside your means, don't blame friends if you are not achieving anything. Just blame yourself. Because I don't know anyone who lives outside their means who can achieve anything without destroying their emotional state of affairs. Live within your means. Taste that beauty, the beauty of living within your means. The peace of mind that comes with that. You will go through ridicule. People will tell you you are outdated, what. They don't know your world. So until people understand your world, don't worry about what they are saying because they might be saying things amiss. Understand your means and thereafter from your means, determine what is your input cost to your means. What is it that you are always giving away in order to earn what you are getting? What is your income level? And therefore conclude it by saying, what is my expenditure pattern? If you can answer these four things that I've said, What is your means? What is your input cost? What is your income? And what is your expenditure pattern? You will not curse your neighbors. You will not curse your children. You will not curse shops around you. You will not worry about fuel and diesel, petrol and whatever. No, you will have known how will I confront life and environment, because you will have answered the 4 issues I've raised with distinction. Become associated with your means. Grow your economy from your means and say, if I am at this point, how do I grow what I am having now to where I want to be? Otherwise, you will be confused by the budget speech. It is very technical, and I'm bringing it home now. That don't worry about the technicality part of it. Take a personal budget and begin to do it now. One day you will call me and give me my flowers. You will call me and bless me with something else bigger than you can ever expect. Success is my joy. I don't want to be surrounded by people who are confused by things that must not confuse us on earth. Sort out confusion that has visited your space by getting correct knowledge. I'm giving you economics 0 right now. Answer these 4 things and enjoy your space in your area. The rest will be history. You will become a giver, you will become a blesser, and you will become a less complaining person. And life will start to have a meaning and have a shape. We are born to make it in this life. I believe you too must form part of those people who can inspire us. When we look at you, we must be inspired. If this matters to you, please share it with other people. I have to go and put my input cost on some other processes so that I can have my income. Laziness does not pay. It kills faster than doom. God bless you.